Thank you for watching, and in this video we are going to cover the SolidWorks resources like toolbox and some external resources as well. So as right now I have assembly here, and if I want to use some different parts here, and if I know like I can use these parts from external suppliers or from from the toolbox of the SolidWorks, so why I need to create it myself? So instead of creating yourself, so if you can use it from third party suppliers or from the toolbox or SolidWorks library, so it's gonna save you a lot of time. So we can go into the software on the right side. As you can see, there is an option design library, so I'm gonna go into it, and you can see there is an option for toolbox. So if I'm gonna go into the toolbox, so you can see there are different standards, and you can even create a favorite folder as well. You can see there is a ANSI inch, ANSI metric, GB, DIN, all the standards which are using all around the world. So if you want to go into ANSI inch, what you can do is then you can choose from bearing, bolts, jigs, keys, o-rings, pins, whatever you want to use. So you can go into some specific standard wherever you want to go, and then you can go and then you can choose what you want to use, and then you can just bring them here. Suppose I want to have a hex head. So as you can see, there are different options, like if I want to have with the finish bolt, or if structure bolt, or simple bolt. So there are dozen of options. But there is another thing which I want to mention here. So if you never use the toolbox on your software before, so first you need to add in here. So that's why in that way you would be able to use them here. Okay, so this is really easy. If I want to use any part from any of these standards, so what I would do is I would just drag and hold and bring it to my assembly, and then I can use it, and it's gonna save me a lot of time. But what if like there are some parts which you want to use and you cannot found them into the toolbox? So I would recommend you to go for the external resources. So for that we can go, and as you can see, there are different resources on the SolidWorks, and there are like hundreds of thousands of parts and hardwares available. In external resources, the first one is 3D Content Central, and as you can see here, it's 2.5 million CAD users are already registered here, and there are hundreds of suppliers who are providing CAD files for their component as well. So you can just download them, and then you can use them into your assembly. So it's gonna save you a lot of time. And let's go to the second resource, which is GrabCAD community, and it has almost over 11 million users. So what you can do is like people are just uploading their designs. So if you need, you can just download them and you can use them into your assemblies. And the last one, which is mechmaster.com. So what you can do is, as you can see, like there are different categories, so you can go into different categories, so you can find the same component in multiple sizes and everything. Suppose I want to go into screws and bolts, so I can go there, and then if I want to choose socket head screws or whatever, like you can see there are dozen of suppliers, so you can find almost every design here. So I'm gonna go into the socket head screws, and then still there are different options, and I can choose the size, I can choose the length, I can choose the material, I can choose the finish and the socket style, drive style, head style, whatever you want. So this is a big resource, I would say. And from here, even if you want, you can just select them and you can order them as well. Or otherwise, what you can do is like you can just go in and you can find the drawings, like 2D drawings as well, and then you can find like 3D CAD file as well. Like here, as you can see, there is an option like you can buy here, you can download the product details, you can download the 3D SolidWorks, you can download all other formats as well, like DXF, DWG, or even you can see there could be an option for 2D drawing as well. Yeah, 2D drawing. So you can download 2D drawing as well. So this is gonna save you a lot of time. So I would say, like, if you can find your required components available on the toolbox on external resources, so instead of designing yourself, which is gonna take your a lot of time, and even I think like you cannot put a lot of effort to design your component as compared to the suppliers who are doing business on based on those components. So it's gonna save you a lot of time, and then you can complete your assemblies very quickly. So this was all about the toolbox and external resources, which is gonna save you a lot of time. So thank you for watching, and see you with the next video. Sorry for distraction, but if you think my videos are helpful for you, or if you are a serious SolidWorks learner, I'm gonna highly recommend you can go into the description of this video where you can find my course link, in which I have over 10 hours of videos in which I explain each and every command in a detailed way. Thank you.